Today we're talking about the top 50 accessories for your Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. We have reviewed hundreds of accessories in the channel in the past, and these are my top 50 favorite. If this is your first time joining the channel, welcome. My name is Shiva Sapkota. I make videos on modifying your Tesla, accessorizing the Teslas, and showing you the latest and greatest Tesla products out there in the market. Put it through my detailed, extreme testing of the product, share my likes, dislikes, show you step-by-step detailed installation guide. So if you watch one of our videos, you will see what type of work that we do in the channel. With that, we would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. Full disclosure, these vendors did send us all of these products free of charge, but they're not sponsoring the channel. They're not paying us to say anything. 100% our honest opinion. If you use our discount code Shiva Tesla during checkout, you should be able to save significant amount of money, and in return, at no additional cost to you, we may make a very small commission, which greatly helps bring videos like this in the future. To be cognizant of your time, we have turned on the automatic chapters on the video as well as a timestamp where you can click through it and go to different sections of your preference. As well as in the description below, we are putting a link for all the products. So product link, discount code, as well as detailed step-by-step installation guide for all of the products that we're going to talk about. As well as we got playlist links down below where you can go through all the instrument clusters, all the lighting, all the product that we have reviewed on the channel. The most popular products in our channels have been the screens, especially the front instrument cluster displays for Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. I'm not going to show you the 30 plus screens that we reviewed in the channel. There are links for those in the description below, but I want to tell you my favorite from each category. Let's go by the features and the size. So first of all, the most feature-rich display so far is the recent Tesla Studio display that we reviewed in the channel, the FY9C, I believe that is their model. It has got front camera, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It has got the side blind spot detection, the autopilot indication sign. It even includes some of the physical touch control button that we have seen where you can touch on the screen and unlatch the passenger door. You can also move the passenger seat. So it has got a lot of feature, very slick looking UI that I really like. Now that display is great. It checks a lot of boxes, but unfortunately on the downside, it does look a little bit out of place. And I said that in my video too, that it has that leather piece and it just feels like somebody didn't put a lot of thought into the exterior design of the display. The software-wise, the implementation of the UI, I think it checks all the boxes, all the features, it's amazing. But on the exterior, when you look at it, it looks a little bit add-on. If you don't like that exterior and you are looking for the next best option with all the features, it is the Handsho's F9 instrument cluster display we reviewed a couple of months ago. It has got a dedicated air vent as well that's coming from the bottom. It has got decent UI, not as good as the new one from Tesla Studio. It has got a decent UI. It has got front camera. It has got side blind spot detection system. It has got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the big features that we have asked for is there. And when I say all the big features we have asked for, that's possible with current Tesla software upgrade. They're always improving that. It's not going to be perfect, but whatever is compatible with Tesla software upgrade, they're mapping into that and showing it on the screen. Now, if that is too big for you and you're looking for something smaller, then we have got two options. The first is the TMA's T6 instrument cluster display. Now this display is pretty small. It mounts on the steering wheel panel. It does block a little bit of airflow. It does not have a dedicated air vent like the other two that I just showed you, but it is a decent instrument cluster display and it's not as bulky. It's a smaller size. It has got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, front camera, side blind spot detection. The UI needs a little bit of work, but if you can live with the UI, then it's a great alternative to some of those larger displays. Now, the second one on that middle size category is the new 8.8, I believe. It's the 8.8-inch display that is hitting the market right now. We actually got two displays delivered. I just haven't had a time to sit down and test those yet, but those are both from Tesla Studio, and what they do is they're similar to the TMS T6 display, but they are a little bit wider. The UI look a little bit better, and then it has got the front camera, the side blind spot detection, and all the features that we have talked about. Now, with this new display, there are two variations, as I said. One that mounts on the steering wheel panel. The other one actually mounts on the dash, and it has got a dedicated air vent. And again, I haven't tested this yet. I just wanted to let you know that product exists so you know what it is about, and I'll put a link down below for that product as well. Now, if all of those are really too big for you and you're looking for even a smaller real estate instrument cluster display. Then our favorite one from the smaller category is the recent wireless instrument cluster display. Now this display is really nice and unique that it has got a wireless charger, like a phone charger, and it simply plugs into a USB-C port in the front or the back, and then you connect this wireless Bluetooth module on the side door panel for your AMD cars or the Intel module. And what it does is that it sends that wireless signal to this instrument cluster display that is completely wireless. You just paste it into the holder, the phone holder, and as if like you are charging your phone, which you can charge your phone using that holder. Now you power the wireless instrument cluster display. You can see all the car's critical information, the speed, the turn signal. You can see the autopilot indication. Of course, it doesn't have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or any of those fancy features, but it shows you all the critical car information directly in your view, does not take as much real estate, and you can easily remove it if you don't like it. No wiring involved on the dash side. So those are all the dedicated instrument cluster displays. Now, if none of those are your thing and you don't want to mess with any of the front, the dash, or any of that, then you also have portable options, which is using your phone as instrument cluster displays. We have seen those with two different companies. One is Enhance with the sexy buttons, which we're going to talk about here in just a second, and then the other one is TestLogic. By far, the best portable instrument cluster display has been from TestLogic. It is an app you download on your phone. You connect this Bluetooth module to the back OBD port on your Tesla, and then on that front, you can see all the car's critical information, the speed. But aside from just the basic information that all these instrument clusters show, the TestLogic unit also shows you battery degradation, it shows you the performance mode, it shows you the temperature of your motor, it shows you the temperature of your battery, it shows you so many different things on that instrument cluster display, the portable one on the app, and it's just really amazing, and they keep pushing software upgrade over time. So on the portable side, TestLogic unit is going to be our favorite, and they actually recently launched the V2 version, which we haven't tested yet. They're shipping that out to us, and I'll make a video showing you what the V2 improves. I mean, it's already amazing. They say that they added a lot more features to that. Now, after the front screen, you probably guessed it, it is the rear screens. We have reviewed a lot of rear screens in the channel. We started from this really complicated screen with terrible graphics, and we had to do a lot of installation for that, to now easy installation, better screen. So we got two top choice out of so many that we have reviewed on the channel. First of all, our overall favorite pick is the recent one we reviewed from Tesla Studio. It is the 8.6 inch with larger air vents, super large unit. I mean, it's a big giant screen with a lot of features. You can watch Netflix, YouTube, all the entertainment feature. You can control the seat massaging. You can control a lot of climate, the media. You can play games with it. It has got a lot of features for your rear passengers. And my favorite two features that we have asked for and they incorporated are the seat sensor. So if nobody is sitting on the rear passenger seat, the screen turns on originally, but then it turns off after a few seconds if it does not detect anyone sitting on the rear seat. So there's not that white glow all the time while you're driving, especially at night. And number two is they password protected it for kids. So if you don't want your kids messing with the screen while you're driving, then you can password protect it now, and you require a password PIN code to unlock that. So overall, that would be my favorite one, the largest screen. It looks really nice. The graphics could use some help, and that's where I think the second option that I have is from the T-Sport line's rear screen with large air vents. This is the one that we reviewed sometime late last year, and it has been one of the most popular products on the channel as well because it has got a 4K playback quality, super crisp graphic, really nice UI, large air vents, and it has all the features that I discussed earlier like YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus. You can watch all of that on that screen. You also include the ports that you can charge, and it's just a overall it doesn't take as much real estate as the large 8.6 inch, but at the same time it's clear quality. Installation is super easy. So those would be my two favorite for the rear screen so far. Now, physical control buttons have also been very popular in the channel, and we have reviewed so many different formats of that. One that goes on the central console area, some go on the actual screen, so many different options, standalone buttons, and here are my highlights. First of all, my favorite are the Sexy Buttons version 2 from Enhanced that we recently reviewed, where you can program over 130 different features directly to these buttons that are not even available on the Tesla's screen, such as manually preconditioning your battery, which is a huge deal if you're going to a non-Tesla supercharger and you want to precondition your battery so it charges fast like a DC fast charger. Another one of my favorite is the regenerative braking control, because not everybody likes that full regen braking that Tesla has, which is great for range, but it is also makes people sick. Sometimes they're not used to. Also safety purposes during the snow time, if you want to completely turn that off, these buttons allow you to do that. You can completely turn off the regen. You can adjust it anywhere from 0 to 100%. And those are just two of the many features that this button allow you to program. You can unlatch the door, and single button can do 3 different things. You press once, you press and hold, you can double tap on it. So it has got so many different options within the buttons, and you can program so many different things. And also Enhance is a really good company, which is unique compared to all the other companies we work with, because Enhance keeps sending software upgrade to make their products better. They're razor sharp focus on just 2 products, which brings me to my next product from Enhance, which is the Sexy Knob. What this Sexy Knob does, it allows you to turn that knob and control various settings about your Tesla. You can program so many different functions just like the Sexy button within the knob, and you can change the gears, you can turn on the autopilot, you can unlatch the passenger doors. I mean, you can do so many different things, and it looks very integrated within that central console area. Super easy installation, and it just comes with software upgrade again. And they have already changed so many things on the software upgrade. After we posted the first review of the unit, we had to make a follow-up video already. After just a couple of weeks, they implemented so many of our requests and feature implementation within the system. So it is really impressive. I use that Sexy Knob all the time for so many different things. So another great product from Enhance. Now both of the Sexy Knob and Sexy Button can be controlled just using one Bluetooth unit that goes on the rear OBD port that is called the commander. Now if you just want to purchase the commander and not the knob or the buttons, you can do that as well. It's a standalone commander, and what you get with that is a portable instrument cluster display where you can see so many different things about your car: battery degradation, the turn signal, the speed, all the critical car information directly on that screen. You can also do other features, such as if you press and hold on the front door handle, the front opens. If you press and hold on the rear door handle, the charge port opens, and it also has the continuous autopilot feature. If you just buy that commander and turn on the continuous autopilot feature, what it does is that, let's say if you just have the basic autopilot on your Tesla, you are aware that you can't make a lane change, because if you want to make a lane change, you got to get out of autopilot, go to that lane, and then turn on the autopilot again. What this feature allows you to do with the commander piece is that you have continuous autopilot, where you blink, you use your steering wheel to go to the next lane, but after a couple of seconds, the autopilot automatically engages, so you don't have that one extra step of re-engaging the autopilot. And it just has so many different features, just even with the commander, not even including the knob or the Sexy buttons. Now, if you're looking for a product with the easiest installation among all the buttons, I would recommend the control bar. The one product that we recently reviewed, where it actually attaches on the front screen and it does not connect to your Tesla other than just the power. That is all it needs, is the power, where you can plug it into the USB-C or A, and that is all it needs. It connects to your Tesla using API, using the app. You just have to log into the app, and it connects to your Tesla, and it can control various aspects of your Tesla. Just keep in mind, because it does not connect to the OBD unit, it has limited features, but they recently emailed me that they're adding so many different features using the Bluetooth module. I haven't seen that come through yet, so I can't comment on that, but I did a thorough review of what is included currently with the control bar. It is not as many features as I said, but at the same time, it does have a lot of features that may be useful to you. It also comes with an ambient light on the bottom, which you can change the light, and additional feature just included within the buttons. Now, if you're looking for something totally different and have a storage unit along with the buttons, then that is our next high pick, is this unit from TMA, where it just slides into your central screen, and it doesn't connect to anything. It has got a battery, designated battery for the buttons, and then you just connect to the rear OBD port, and then you can control various aspects of your Tesla there using the buttons. But you also get a storage compartment underneath the screen to put your phone and other valuables. We have got this button that can control the front passenger seat. So I pasted this button on the side where I can reach from the front driver's seat, and I'm able to adjust the recline as well as the distance of the front passenger seat. The installation is super simple. You just plug it into the front for power, and then you route that and connect it to the side plug for the seat, and it works every time. I haven't had to change the battery on it. It has been about a year now, and it has worked really well. So I really like that. Super simple. Of course, you can do that with some of the rear screens, but if you don't want to go through any of that hassle, this is a very simple product, super easy installation. Sunshades are also very popular in the channel, and as the summer is coming up, they are very useful. We tested a lot of them last year during last summer, and we did some temperature testing and found them to be very useful and effective at protecting us from the sun's glare, sun's rays, and keeping the overall temperature of the cabin cooler. There are 3 different types, and here are my highlights. The first one is the manual retractable sunshades. We reviewed a lot of them from different company. Our favorite are from the Otrifort. We reviewed 2 different units, one for Model Y and one for Model 3, and they're really great. How they work is they're just rollers. You just roll back and forth, and they just go on the top glass, and super easy installation. You just have some brackets that you install, and you basically manually operate them like how you would operate a window shade. Now, another category is the motorized shades, and we have yet to review this. We were going to review it last year, but then the summer was over. It was winter so quickly, so we didn't get to review that, and I plan on reviewing that in the next couple of weeks, where you just plug in to the 12-volt outlet in the back for a Model Y. I'm not sure how they do that for Model 3. Maybe that is not even available on Model 3, but for Model Y, you plug it in the back USB port, and how it goes is you just press a button, and then it automatically rolls back and forth. So that is a motorized one from Tesla Studio, and we're going to be reviewing that here shortly. The final one is the complete sunshade, what they call it, like the complete blackout sunshades from Joa, and that is the unit that just got delivered as I'm making the video. I haven't opened it yet, but they look very promising, and I will be putting out a video here soon on that as well. It's a complete blackout, so it covers all the glass that you can think of on your Tesla. This would be great for camping, but just for general purposes to protect your car and keep the cabin temperature cooler in the summertime. So that video will be coming out soon, but I just wanted to let you know that product exists. The next category is lighting. We have had a lot of lighting products in the channel. Our personal favorite on the tail lights are the Cyber tail lights and Eagle Eye tail light. The Cyber tail lights are really great product because it shows the full strip light, so you get that light all the way through the rear trunk as well as the top 2 and the bottom 2, and they're very integrated. They make your car look very futuristic. I like that startup animation. The Tesla light show becomes really cool, and we have got a lot of compliments, especially in Supercharger when we're pulling back. People notice those lights and they're like, whoa, where did you get that? Like, it doesn't come from Tesla. So tell them about the light. So really cool light solution. You can also get just that light bar now as a standalone product where you can install it without messing with your tail lights. So that is also an option, and I'm going to put a link down below. We have yet to review that product. It has been delivered for a couple of months. I just haven't had time to show you all what that looks like, but that is also another option for tail light. Another top choice for us on the tail light are the Eagle Eye tail light. Even though the installation is a little bit difficult, you got to route all that wire through the grommet and everything, but they do make my Tesla look so much cooler, so much futuristic. So compared to that, the OEM Tesla lights look very bland. While we're talking about the tail lights, we can't forget about this bottom fog lights for the rear. Super easy installation, and they make your car stand out because you just have the reflectors from the factory, and now you can remove it and put this actual light in the back. Makes your car more visible. It also comes with turn signal embedded to these lights in the bottom. Well, we're still talking about the rear lights. These brake light inserts from Pimp My EV are also a really great option, and it makes your Tesla stand out. You can customize those logos or writing or whatever you want to call it. If you just want to call it Tesla when it brakes rather than just that one red strip, you see the logo, you see the writing, and these are both applicable for Model 3 as well as Model Y. And that is one of the product people actually notice when we brake. It says Tesla, and they're like, how did you get that? So super cool products for the rear tail lights. Now for the front, we haven't replaced our front headlight yet with any other products, but we did replace our fog light with better visibility ones with turn signals embedded to them. We have reviewed a couple of products, and our favorite one is from Pimp My EV, where we just had to connect to the top tail light connection, and then it just connected to the top tail light. That's it. We didn't have to route any wires to the repeater camera or anything, or all the way to the back like some of the products. It was easier installation compared to some of the other ones, but installation is still difficult. For Model Y, you don't have to remove the wheels, but for Model 3, you are going to want to remove the wheels and tires, and then you have access to that. So there's that option. Finally, on the front light, we also have this front RGB light from Hansho, where it's super easy installation. You just connect to the front plug, and then it illuminates. You can control the lighting to different colors, intensity, the blinking, the pattern. It's a really cool alternative to just having that small white light in the front. Now, while we are still exterior, let's talk about the general exterior accessories. First of all, we have our auto presenting doors for Model 3 and Y, where you can control the door and it actually fully opens for you. You can press on the door handle and it opens for you. You go inside, you press on the brake and it automatically closes for you. As you are approaching near, you can program it to do so many different things, and the new version actually comes with a radar sensor. We haven't installed that one yet, but we do have the version 1 on our Model 3 where it does all of that, but the newer version actually has a radar sensor where if something is blocking on the obstacle, then it will stop it. So it is not going to ding other people's doors, or it's not going to hit anything. The version 1 is not that smart, but it's still very impressive. We have that installed. Just keep in mind the installation is quite difficult, but let's say if you are in different areas like California, you can go to Tesla Studio to get those installed, and there are other dealers around the country that you can check with Hansho on where to install that, and they might refer you to some dealers where they can install that for you if you're interested. Now, if you don't want the full automatic door, they also make the soft door close, and what it does is you don't have to slam the door anymore. You just gently close it up to a certain length, and then it just sucks in the door and it closes that. The soft door close installation is much easier compared to the automatic door open and close, and does a really good job. We have that installed on our Model 3, and it has been working out really well. It has been about 2 years now, and it has been working really great. So good product, super useful. Of course, one of the early products that we installed on our Model 3 was the power frunk, the automatic power frunk. I use it all the time. Super awesome product, and it is very useful, right? So you can use your phone's app, you can use the Tesla's central screen to control the frunk, and it fully opens for you, and then it also fully closes for you. So super useful. Another useful product on this category are the wide angle mirrors from Hansho. The small mirrors that you have on Tesla Model 3 or Model Y are great if you get used to it over time, but if this is the first time you're driving Tesla Model 3 or Model Y, you might find those side mirrors very small. So Hansho makes this retrofit where you can install this wide angle mirror on the side for both, and they really show you a wider range of view. They got the coating so that it is anti-glare, it is heated, you retain all of that functionality, and it provides just that extra visibility. Finally, on the general exterior category, we have got the carbon fiber spoiler from EV Base. We recently installed that, and it totally changes the look of my Tesla. My Model 3 looks more futuristic, more sporty, and I really like the look of the product. It has got that red accent or side, and again, just makes my Tesla looks cooler in my opinion. The next category is protection and covers for your Tesla. There are so many different products on that category as well, and my personal favorite has been the ventilated seat cover from TL Yard that we reviewed last summer, and it was a game changer. Throughout the summer, all of those road trips, just getting that AC from the seat directly, super helpful. It makes a huge difference. Just keep in mind there are literal fans underneath that seat cover, so it could get a little bit uncomfortable until you figure out and until you get used to it. If it's just the first time, it might be a little bit rough, but over time, even on longer commutes, I enjoyed them. I kept them through the whole summer, and then I removed it for the winter. But awesome product. I highly recommend it, especially if you live in hot summer areas where I would get a lot of sweat on that seat just with the natural Tesla seats, and just adding that seat cover, I mean, game changer, super high quality product. Now, if you don't want the ventilated seat covers, you can also just get covers for your Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. Our personal go-to for all customization of such product is Pimp My EV. They've got a large selection of seat covers. You can get red, white, black, and it just protects your seat overall. We have a Model 3 with the red and white seat. I absolutely love it. They're protecting my seat inside. You can still feel the seat warmers in the winter time. It's not as intensified as without the seat cover, of course, but overall a really great investment, really good product, and I like the look of the interior with a personalized seat cover. So do check them out if you're interested on seat covers. With customization, you can put custom logos and such. We also have these carbon fiber covers installed throughout the car. So the front dash, the central console area, the side, the mirror cover, they make a lot of those protection covers. You can pick those anywhere, but we got ours from TMA and we installed those real carbon fiber covers, and they have been working out great. Now, if you want to cover your entire front dash area with Alcantara material, one we reviewed from Hansho a couple months ago, it's a really great product. It just installs really easily with just 3M adhesive in the back, and you just stick it to the front dash, and it gives you that Alcantara finish if you're into that. Floor mats are also very popular. We have reviewed a lot of them in our channel. Our favorite so far has been Joa's floor mat for our Model 3. They also make it for Model Y. They're high quality, easy to install. They are protective, really nice quality. We also installed some Otriford ones as well as Last Fit ones in the channel. They all seem to do the job of just protecting your car and keeping your car dirt free, easy to clean. You can pick those anywhere. That's a very popular item that you can get anywhere. The final item in this category is the mud flaps, and you can again pick those up from a lot of vendors out there. We installed one on our Model 3 as well as Model Y, and they do a really good job at keeping the dirt. And if your area uses salt in the winter time to melt the snow, then keeping that salt away from your paint, it does a really good job. So I highly recommend those, especially if you live in those harsh areas. Mud flaps are a really cheap investment to protect your paint. Some of the Teslas and some of the reasons, I believe, actually come with it. Like some of the Canadian reasons, they actually install mud flaps on your Tesla just from the factory. So check your car before you make the purchase if you are interested. The next category we're going to cover is the general interior category. The first product on this category are the yoke steering wheels. We have reviewed a lot of yoke wheels over the years, and my personal favorite one is the one that Hansho recently released, where it looks like more of that Model S or X Plaid vibe, and it has got that matching design from those higher end models, and it comes with this really nice leather steering wheel, the airbag cover that has the Tesla spelled out rather than the logo, which also matches those higher end models, and it just looks really futuristic, look really cool. It works perfectly. It's a plug and play installation. And what I also really like is that on a longer road trip, maybe this sounds weird to you if you have never had a yoke. It does definitely takes getting used to. I have no problem with yoke. I love yoke steering wheels, and especially on a longer road trip, I just put my hand. It's a really nice location where I put my hand with the yoke because it's a square rather than putting on the curve with the round steering wheel. I just put my hand and rest my hand there, paying attention to the road for FSD, and I just feel a lot better driving with it, less fatigue with the yoke compared to the round wheels. So I prefer them. I have had a yoke on my Model 3 for a few years now, and no complaint. I really like it. The next product is the 4-way swivel mount for your center screen. Hansho makes this where you can rotate those right or left and just bring that center screen kind of focus towards you. So if you're driving and you want to just twist it towards you and make it closer, see things a little bit better, you can do that. You can also adjust the viewing angle, so it also goes up and down. So you can kind of twist it slightly towards the up, so you're looking towards the right and you see the information. So swivel screen, also really nice and cool product. I use it quite a bit, especially on longer road trip. If I don't want my passengers seeing that, or if they're sleeping at nighttime, I don't want all of that light glare going towards them. I just turn it towards me and I have that. So it protects from the glare. It has some utility. Also a really cool futuristic product. Next is the streaming mirror that you can put it on your rear view mirror on the front, and you just route a cable and connect it to the back and put a camera in the back, and it gives you a live view of the back over there on the top. So if you're backing up, you get a wide, super large mirror there with a live view of the back, the live feed of the camera. Rather than seeing on the screen, you see on that rear view mirror. It's a larger mirror, so there's that benefit as well as the safety aspect of it. You just get a little bit more visibility through that mirror. Finally, on this category, we have the illuminated door sill covers, and they come with the batteries embedded there. You can remove this super easily, and you can replace the battery. But really cool design where you open the door and you see this really nice illuminated door entry for Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. You can choose between different finish options. I personally like this black, kind of a brushed black ones, and they look really cool. The next category is wheels and tires. We have had a lot of products on that category as well, starting with the actual wheel replacement. We replaced our 18-inch aero wheels on our Tesla Model 3 with a 20-inch TSB wheels from T-Sport line, and they totally changed the look of my Tesla. It looks so much better. There were larger wheels, and if you are looking for wheels and tire options, T-Sport line has the largest collection of wheels and tires for your Tesla, starting with the spare tires all the way through the 19-inch, the 18-inch, the 20-inch, 22-inch. It just has so much option on their website that you look through, and they cover it all. They cover the wheels as well as they have tires. We actually reviewed one of their EV specific winter tires last winter. They performed really well, so they got a lot of options on wheels and tires. Now, if you are not looking for a bigger project like that and you just want your wheels to look a little bit better compared to what they came with, then I've got two options for you. If you have a Model Y, my personal favorite is the Uber Turbine wheel cover from EV Base. Those are amazing, not just for the look, but also protecting you from curve rashes. The silver wheel caps for Model Y, they do not protect you from curve rashes. As you hit a curve, you're gonna grind your actual wheel and damage them. But with this full coverage protection of the wheel covers, I have had curve rash after I install the covers and no damage to the wheel. It just damages that the cover, the protector. It looks great, and it's a cheap insurance in my opinion for your expensive wheels. So for Model Y, I would recommend the Uber Turbine look. For Model 3, for the Aero wheels, they recently came with one wheel cover. It's kind of like the Uber Turbine wheel covers. They look more performance wheel covers, and they totally change again the look of the wheel. So I would recommend those two. So Uber Turbine for the Model Y as well as the new Aero wheels for the Model 3, and they look both great. They are from EV Base, and I would say that EV Base has the largest collection of wheel covers. I mean, they got all kinds of wheel covers. The wheel covers for Model Ys and 3 that looks like Model S and X. So many different hubcaps, and as I said, most popular product on their site are wheel covers, and we have reviewed probably 3 or 4 different types in this channel alone from them. Now, our final category for this video are the general electric products. Now, believe me or not, but we have had a lot of refrigerators and cooling products on our channel from different vendors. First of all, we have got that sub-trunk refrigerator. We did a whole bunch of testing on it, temperature testing. It's a really cool product. It's a large refrigerator slash freezer. You can plug it into a 12-volt outlet in the back for a Model Y. I believe they made one for Model 3 as well. We haven't tested that, but Model Y, we tested it, and you can get it from different vendors. It's a really cool product. Keeps your drinks cold, and it's a very large unit. Another one we reviewed was from TL Yard, where it goes on the side panel here and plugs into that same 12-volt outlet. If you have a 7-seater Model Y, that does not work, so just keep that in mind. But for 5-seater Model Y, it works perfectly, and you just plug it in, insert it into this void on the opening on the side, and it just slides in, it plugs in, and it's a really amazing refrigerator. The third one was also from TL Yard, where we install it on the rear central console area. So right underneath the vents, we install that unit, and it has got both heating as well as cooling. So heating, if you need to heat up formulas for your baby or milk, you have that heating functionality as well as cooling for all of your drinks and everything. And then the final cooling product that we had, which was really unique, is the one from Hanshow, where it goes on the front cup holder. So this product actually replaces your front cup holder, and you get heating as well as cooling, where you can just slide it, your bottles there and cans, and it either heats or cools. Now, other items in this general electronic category also include phone mounts. I believe Jowa makes the best phone mounts out of anyone in the market. We have reviewed a lot of them in the past from Jowa, where they are foldable mount, hidden mount, super high quality mounts. They work every time. They got MagSafe compatible, they got rings, so check those out. If you're interested in more of an integrated mount that just goes on the steering wheel panel and is more of a permanent installation where you install that but you don't see any visible wires anywhere, then they also have those options, and I'll put a link down below. We also had this product where it has got a retractable charging cables, iPhone, the lightning cable, as well as a USB-C that you can retract and you can charge your phone, and it also came with an extra USB-A and C port, and it just goes on the central console area. I think that is also super useful for a lot of people. The gaming controller is another hit product in the channel, especially if you have kids and you want to play games in the back for your iPads, or if you install one of the rear screens and download games and play with this. Jowa's gaming controllers have been super high quality. They have worked every time. We have demonstrated this. You can also play games on your Tesla using the gaming controller, the front screen, while you're charging. These gaming controllers are very versatile and specifically designed for Tesla. You can use it for your phone as well. Another product on this category is the portable air compressor. You just charge this and you can just inflate your tires at any time. You just leave it on the trunk, front, side compartment on the go. So if you're low on air, you can just fill it. This was from T-Sport line, and it also has a USB output where you can charge your phone. So it's basically a battery bank. You have got different options for bikes, cars, and you see a screen where you can set up different items. So it is a very versatile portable air compressor. Next product from T-Sport line on this category is the portable vacuum cleaner. It's a very small vacuum cleaner. It has got the blower as well as the suction functionality, super powerful. It reaches the areas that are difficult to reach with the full-size vacuum cleaner because it's a very small. It has got HEPA filter. You can super easily clean it. It has got a steel mesh inside, and you can store it super easily as well. All right, so we covered a lot of information in this video. I am interested in knowing your feedback as always, your likes, your favorite product, products that you do not like, comments about any of the products that we have reviewed in our channel, as well as anything that you have seen today, and general comment for me, feedback for manufacturer. Please let me know anything in the comment section below. If you thought I did a good job, please write that down in the comment section, because any engagement that you do to the video greatly helps us rank higher in YouTube's algorithm. That means we can bring more videos like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, and please come back again soon for another Tesla accessory video.